Hey Gemini, welcome to your reading, general reading, twin flame reading, focus period 11th or 17th April, or whenever you see it, it obviously being the right time for you to see the reading. Welcome back to my channel for all of you that so generously support me. If it's your first time here, my name is Adrian H. I'm an intuitive healer. I practice holistic wellness as well as spiritual regression hypnosis. And let's see what we've got for you. This is going to be so exciting. I would really like to thank from my heart, from my heart, all of you that are giving me such beautiful messages, comments, likes, subscriptions, donations. I am so blessed. I am so grateful, and I'd like to say thank you so much. Okay, so I'm going to draw you 3 cards from the Good Tarot. One for your recent past, one for your current energy, one to see what's coming your way. We're going to clarify it, and we're going to end off for you with a message from the universe. Okay. All right. So what we have is in the recent past, we've got the 7 of fire, which is the 7 of wands. That's quite incredible. And then in the current energy, Gemini, we've got patience. And then in the what's coming towards you, 4 of fire. Okay. So when I look at this, I feel that you may have had a beautiful, beautiful connection there with someone else. They just made your heart flutter and smile, and it was such a beautiful, beautiful connection. It's really everything that you wanted in love. It was magical, it was hopeful, and I don't know if you were dealing with someone that you were dealing with before, or if it's a new person. I'm gonna, we're gonna clarify. Obviously, take it as it resonates, because it is a general reading. And obviously, if you want to have a focus sort of on your personal energy, you can also order a personal one-on-one reading. You just email me. My address is down below. But this Gemini is. Yeah, you were just very you in this connection. I feel that you believed that something was really going to work out. You were very hopeful. It even seemed like. Now I don't know if this is what the other person was giving you, or if this is what what you obviously wanted to see, but there was a really beautiful space over here where you just had a wonderful connection with the other person. I just want to look at something very quickly, if you will excuse me. Just 1 second. I'm sorry. I'm just very, very quickly. Let's just see. Yeah. Okay. Thank you. So where you currently are, which is your current energy, you are being asked for patience, but also in the same token, I feel that you are really taking control of your life in all, other areas. So even if love isn't working out, I feel that you sort of decided you're never going to find yourself in this space again where you found yourself, because it really hurt your heart. So you decided you're not going to do this ever again, You are going to really find who you are, and not even so much finding who you are, but really express who you are. Have a very keen interest in what makes you you, what sort of makes up you. This is also the Temperance card, the Patience card, and it's sort of letting you know kind of whichever direction you go, the things are working out for you. So you may feel at this particular point in time that things are never going to work out for you in love, in relationships, in connections. You may feel that you're totally screwed, and you're just going to sort of become an old spinster, or an old hermit, or whatever, and you're not really going to care anymore. But I really sense a really beautiful change coming here about for you, where that focus that you have on your own life at the moment, I would actually encourage that focus that you have, because that focus that you have sort of allows the energy of love and, beautiful connection in your life to just flow without you trying to micromanage that in any sense of the word. So with the 4 of Wands that is coming towards you, this is really, I'm going to have to clarify to see. I don't know if it's the previous person coming back, or if it's a different person, but the 4 of, the 4 of Wands, we also call it a marriage card in tarot. There's a beautiful sort of union that's happening over here. So it might not necessarily be a reunion, but that sort of magic that you had there in the recent past with the 7 of Wands, you know, there were some emotional things that were going on, but that magic that you started to experience and that sort of hope and belief that you started to experience, it really began changing things. It really began, you know, changing sort of the pieces on the chessboard. And it brought you to this really amazing space. Let's just draw a card to see what is the biggest challenge for your connection at the moment. Okay, let's just see what the biggest challenge is or the biggest influence is for this connection at the moment. I'm just going to take the top one, and we've got the Ten of Earth, which is the Ten of Pentacles. Money. There's some sense of life inequality happening over here. So a perception that maybe one person is doing better than the other person. I actually feel that you are the one who's in the better connection, who's in the stronger connection, you know, be it financially or be it the things that money can buy. So somehow you're the one that's in a much stronger position over there. And strangely enough, that is the challenge. That is your strength, but it's a challenge of the connection. Okay? Now, I'm not saying that you obviously have to give up your stability and stuff like that. I'm just letting you know what the cards are saying. So clarifying for you that recent past, that energy that brought you to where you currently are. We've got the Four of Pentacles, you've got the Three of Pentacles, and the King of Cups. So you are dealing with somebody here in your recent past or the direct influence for your current energy. For this person at the moment, I feel that sort of life stability, making money, building a career, sort of really getting themselves sorted out financially, it's sort of more prevalent to them at the moment. It's in a sense, it's like they're following their logic, and that's really making them happy too. They're finding their own stability in the world, and I feel that they actually they're in that space where they are finding their alignment with the energy of abundance. Okay, and somehow there is a new start, or there is a new beginning. I feel that you yourself may have had some sort of idea, because I feel that you understand that, you know, that you actually grasp that. And so you sort of had some sort of idea here in how you can maybe financially contribute to this, you know, sort of like a new beginning. I feel that there's a new beginning happening between you and this, you know, your person, your previous person, which doesn't appear to be all their previous. And there's a new start, there's a new beginning that's taking place, which you, Gemini, may be very aware of, and the other person is, you know, not really aware of. Okay. I don't even feel that it's sneaky. It's just like you sort of realizing this. You're dealing with somebody who's very focused on what they're doing at the moment. So they're not sort of focusing on anything else. But you have a clearer sort of insight. You might be dealing with somebody who's very familiar to you. Okay. Or at least a personality or persona that's very familiar to you. And I feel that you pretty much made up your mind. Like you kind of decided, listen, this is my person. Your mind is pretty much made up, you know. And if there's one thing that I know for a fact, is that when a Gemini made up their mind about you, you can just as well give in now, because you can give in now, you can give in later, but you know, when Gemini's intentions are pure and they really want to be with you, nothing can stop them. You know, and you obviously have that wonderful persuasive thing which you can just get people to do things. Let's look at patience here in your current energy, the Temperance card. Okay, so all right. Oh, whoa, that's powerful. So these cards just kind of popped out. The Lovers was underneath, and then the Hierophant was on top. So it's like that basically. And then you also have the Nine of Pentacles. This is really, really powerful. This I should draw another card, and this one sticking out right there. So I'm going to take it, and it's got the Five of Wands. So you are beginning to doubt this connection. All right. So I feel that for the two of you, for you and your person, you were right there in the past. In fact, I feel that you are heading to that new phase. But at the moment, it is like you are seeing many reasons why, why this connection would not work out. You're basically losing hope. And I would actually encourage you not to lose hope right now, because you are losing hope. You're feeling like it's never going to happen. But I sense that it is. I really sense that it is. Somehow, your own relationship with money and abundance is also expanding. So maybe you're sort of taking a cue from that person, from your person. But so let's just stay with these two first of all. The Lovers underneath the Hierophant card. This is really brilliant news. This is a connection working out, even though it might seem pretty hopeless at this particular point in time. You know, like you can't see it working out. This is one of those connections where it's very much up to you, you know, because I do feel that it somehow this is making you sort of like, you know, uncomfortable, because you may be dealing with somebody who already said no to you, and you know, I mean, who wants to go for a second no? You know, nobody really. But I do actually sense that if you really commit yourself to this connection, if you really go for this, if you can accept in your heart that there's hope for this, then it actually really can work out. So that sort of ball is very much in your court. And I also feel that the two of you can sort of build something together, something financially together, which is very prosperous. So like a business, or I don't know, maybe creating a course together, or there's a lot that you can learn from one another. You are really very much teachers of one another. And I see both of you. So now it's not only the other person, both of you in this current energy is emotionally fighting this connection. Both of you. All right. You are looking at reasons why it can't work as opposed to reasons why it can. I also feel that one of you is like, you know, I've drifted so far away, I've done so many things, I don't really see how this can work out. Okay. Let's look at the energy that's coming towards you. So we're looking at this, the Four of Wands, the energy heading your way in this beautiful twin flame connection. Wait. Okay. So, I'm always going to tell you the truth of what I get. The situation is about to intensify. Okay, there's quite a storm before the calm. If the calm is coming, we'll see. So you've got the Eight of Swords, the Two of Pentacles, and the Nine of Swords. So I feel that you feel very trapped in this situation. It's almost like if you can't be with this person, it's like you can't see yourself being with someone else. Okay, and even though things are shifting for you, so there might be other prospects, there might be other people that are approaching you, that are interested in you, and whilst you might be aware of this, and whilst you might be flattered by this, you just want to be with your person. It's like you don't really see yourself being with anybody else, you know. You're just like, not my vibe. Okay, you're like, not my vibe. Let's draw you one more card for that. They say two more cards. Okay, so take one from the top and one from the bottom. So Two of Wands and the Five of Pentacles. You are very ready to move on where you currently are, you know. I also feel that you are very ready to sort of take things with this person to this next level. And the more you think about taking things to the next level, the more, you know, Gemini, this is not an easy sort of situation to be in. The more you sort of see yourself taking things to the next level, or wishing with your heart to take things to the next level with this person, the more you actually feel sort of like estranged from them. Okay. Now, let me get you a message from the universe. Hopefully this brings some good news. And if it resonates with you, you know, and when I say resonates with you, doesn't mean that you have to like it, but if it sounds truthful for you, then take in a nice deep breath and, you know, to just accept it and be willing to find a higher serving solution, you know, in that energy. Of course, if you want to have, as I said, a personal reading, you can always just contact me. My email address is down below. And also, I'd really appreciate you like, sharing, commenting, and subscribing to the channel. If you do subscribe, remember to hit the notification bell. And let's see what we have. I'm very grateful to all of you that already subscribed. Thank you for that. Okay, that's too many cards. Let's see. Okay. So you've got the Justice card, the Four of Swords, and the Six of Wands. Aquarius also started with the Justice card. So something is evening out here for you. Weird. I feel that where you are at the moment, you are in the space of really finding yourself. Like, you actually appear to be in a very good space. And I actually sense that your person might be coming towards you. So, you know, don't be surprised if they approach you first. Nice. I hope it helps. I'll see you next time.